Hello, I'm Griffin Fidelio. Stay tuned. My book summary will play now. Phaedo, written around 360 BC, discusses the immortality of the soul, life after death, and true philosophy. It showcases Socratic dialogues where Socrates, on his deathbed, debates these subjects with his disciples. One big idea: learn about Plato's immortal soul theory. Plato's Phaedo is a philosophical dialogue that takes place on the day of Socrates' execution, with the story unfolding around Socrates himself. In the presence of his disciples, he discusses the immortality of the soul and the virtue of philosophy, arguing that a true philosopher should look forward to death, as the soul, which he contends is immortal, will then be free from the limitations of the body. The dialogue reaches its peak when Socrates describes his philosophical path and the life beyond death. Despite the sadness of saying farewell, Socrates leaves in peace, holding steadfast to his belief in a continued journey of the soul. Now, in this classic Griffin summary, we're focusing in on one idea from this dialogue, the concept that our soul never dies. This idea has fascinated people for centuries, and it can help you understand life and death better and think deeper about life's purpose. Key point: thinking of life and death as parts of a whole journey. Our societal norms and individual beliefs often view birth as a celebration and death as an end. However, let's take Plato's perspective for a moment. It's a perspective that sees life as one part of a much larger, never-ending journey, where the soul is an eternal entity shifting from one plane of existence to another when reaching what we know as death. Think of a river. It begins as a tiny stream, something that bubbles up from deep within the earth or melts down from a serene mountain peak. Gaining strength and volume along its route, the river carves its way through landscapes, flowing and shaping everything in its path. After a lively journey, its waters eventually merge into the immense and endless ocean. But we would not consider the river's existence to be over upon reaching the sea. Quite the contrary, we see this as a continuation, an expected part of the river's journey. In this eternal cycle, the river's waters rise again as vapor, form clouds, and return to the mountains as rain, beginning anew the journey from a mere whisper of a stream to its grand embrace with the ocean, illustrating the unending rhythm of nature's flow. This idea, the course of eternal flow and transformation, mirrors the concept of life and death as presented in Phaedo. A line in Phaedo reads, "True philosophers make dying their profession," a statement that might initially unsettle us. Yet, on closer examination, we find an inspiring message. Far from advocating morbidity, Plato argues that life is a journey of intellectual and spiritual growth, a preparation of our souls for existence beyond our physical shell. Consider how wisdom and knowledge influence us. Humans are unique in their beliefs and behaviors due to the distinctive reservoir of knowledge they have individually accumulated. Like sunlight, water, and minerals that allow trees to grow in different ways, the wisdom we acquire shapes our soul's journey. Through this lens, life becomes more than just a physical existence or a tally of material possessions. It's a quest for truth and enlightenment, a kind of nurturing that bolsters our soul for the journey it will undertake after our physical life has run its course. It's about preparing ourselves for an existence in Plato's realm of ideal forms, the perfect world that our current existence merely shadows. This perspective pushes us to see that our life is but a practice for death, a philosophical concept that Socrates repeatedly mentions in the dialogues. Plato's outlook on life, fueled by the immortality of the soul, invites us to reassess our understanding of life and death. In his view, every moment we spend on this earth is an opportunity to spiritually enrich ourselves and prepare for the next stages of our endless journey. Quite a profound thought to carry with us, isn't it? Final summary. Phaedo introduces the idea that our souls are forever, and life and death are just parts of the soul's never-ending journey. The Socratic dialogue suggests that by learning and growing spiritually, we prepare our soul for life after our bodies can no longer function. This viewpoint can change the way we see life and death, making us less afraid and more understanding of our existence and purpose.
Call me Griffin, hear my name.
Thanks so much for listening. Please leave us a comment, and if you like my content, please subscribe. We always appreciate your feedback.